Okay, so I'm live on Facebook. Just going to give my... Oops, what's happened here? I changed all that, but it's not my Wednesday class. And my YouTube hasn't started. So, okay, so we're not going to... I am live. Alright, well, connect to your software I have, and I have done everything I need to, and I don't know why. No, it's not my easy class, it's my, I'll just oops, someone's trying to go back on memories. I don't know what the heck's going on here. So we haven't started on start all. Let's see if that makes a difference. We're live in YouTube in here, so I do not know what is going on. My goodness, I've done everything to a T. And I'm just going to type this in, guys. I'm sorry, this happens so often, and I try my hardest. So you can see I am doing memorable blooms. Enter. And that should go. Okay, should be done. It should just go, but it's not going. All right. Anyway, let's just get cracking here. End live. I do not know what is... I can't do anything about that now. We will just have to keep going with ours. So, no one here yet. I'll just put a little at everyone to see if who's coming in. So at least I've got someone there. So this card was, isn't that beautiful? And this was a thing I put into my lives, and I said, if you watch this live, it was chosen this time by Colleen Casey 7019 on YouTube, and unfortunately she probably won't be able to get in. I know she's in New South Wales, so hopefully she has a look at this, and that if she comments and shares, I will send her the card we made today. Now the card we are making today, oh my god, it is a doozy. It is big, and there is a lot to it. A little bit of concentration, a little bit of relaxation to do your thingies, what do you call it, your colouring in, which we all like. And I'm just going to at everyone and see why they're not coming on yet, my 50,000 million people. You can see I'm not the most famous, popular person in the world. But isn't this... Oh, don't move. Isn't that just beautiful? Look at the blue. That's Night of Navy, light and dark. And on here, so this card has got gold embossing, gold foil, coloured in these. It's got "You Mean the World to Me," love and thanks. Now on the other side, that was a bit of a poo-poo. I wasn't meant to put it. It's meant to be just dark like the rest of it. But when I put that on, I forgot and I put it on there. So you have to forgive me for that one. So that's what we're making. And it folds down like that, and it goes in a normal envelope. How's that? So this is called a trifold. A trifold card. So the thing about memorable blooms is it's on the last chance list now. So if you want it, the number is 164826. So it's on last chance now, and you need to get it in, otherwise you'll lose it. It's a beautiful one. So all the information tells you what we're using, and so there's nothing else that you need to have to do this card that I've already haven't told you. Okay? And oh my goodness, I'm not even up here for live. I was alive on the V line, someone watched me. So I don't know, I'm just going to reboot that and try for my netties again. And there I am live. How's that? And I've already got one comment. And there I am live. And the comment's from me. I'm just going to turn this all down so I don't have to hear it. And let's get cracking, eh? We'll just get ourselves moving. So in this card I'm using the dies. So that 98 that I said, that is for the dies and the stamps. So you get both of that. Now if you live in Melbourne and you want to get it through me, I'll order it for you. And if you do that, I will also make you up a few kits with it so you can have a play on your own. So I did try to put this on in gold, and I cut it out. I think I threw it in the bin. I was annoyed, and it just didn't fit. I really wanted to use that because I thought that what's her name, Colleen Casey, that wanted to see it, would enjoy that, but never mind, it is what it is, and I've buggered up YouTube. Oh, now the good thing about, sorry to go on about this, if you did get this, if you join Stamping Up at the moment, there's a deal on, and the starter kit from the 6th to the 31st of this month is you join up as a demonstrator with me, you get $303 worth of product for only $169. So it'll cost you $169 and you get $303 worth. Now that's only $98. If you got that and then got a little boss, you have just about got your $300. You get 25% if you spend to their limits, but you only have to stay in it for 3 months and they'll pop you out because you haven't participated enough or spent enough to keep their quota going. But then you become one of my team and we do some private lessons to do some stamping. So I think it's really good just to get that $300 worth of product, so 170 from threes. So you're actually getting 130 something worth of product for free. But that's totally up to you. Two of my friends have done it, and then they just do the 3 months and they drop out, and I'm okay. I don't really, I know a lot of people get their teams and then they get, they get to, it's a very selling mode, sorry, and but that's okay because I like the product and I don't mind paying for it, so it's totally fine. Oh, it's raining. Wow, that's big. Alright, so I have done, or I have got, so I'm using Lost Lagoon and Nette Navy pens, so I don't need that. Oh, this is what I was showing you, is I cut that out, and look how pretty it was, but it didn't look right. So that's when I changed my mind and I did the leaves. And then I cut the leaves in half and I turned them one up and one down. So it's quite a cute card, I can tell you. So I don't know what I'd ever use that for. I might put it away because somebody will take it. I always give my extra cutouts away. So, yeah, but that's what I do. Okay. So we are going to start now. This is a card that you have to concentrate on. I've put the, I beg my pardon, I put the explanations in on the measurements on how to cut it, but you might want to do it with your cutting tool out and do it while you're watching. I'm just going to put that out of the road for a sec and pull in my cutting tools and my scoring, so I really put that out of the road. So these are the pieces we need, and I'm gonna just grab my cutter, my trimmer. So, and that's what I said, get a trimmer. You know, like, you can get what you want, but get tools and get heavy stuff. Get cardstock, get mixed cardstock. You can get mixed in different colours so that you have 2 of each colour. They have packs that you get, you pick a colour frame and you get 2 of each colour. So that helps you start and have all different cards as well. So, alright. Goodness gracious, I can't believe no one's jumped on. But there you go, I'll have a drink to that. So, we've got an envelope there. We've got 2 pieces of white cardstock that are 3 by 2.5, and they go on the, put that there, on the inside here and on the back. And then we have the grey, which are 3 1/4 by 2 3/4, and they go under here. So we will be stamping that, an envelope. Now we have to start from the back. So I've used our new colour, Secret Sea, and I've got to say to you, when I first made it and I picked these colours, I was like, oh, it looks, if you just saw that, it looks dull. But when I cranked it up, what do you reckon? Does that look good? So I thought, oh well, not too bad. So our Secret Sea is 5.5 by 10.5. So we use a lot of cardstock in this one. So with this one, I'm going to bring up my bigger instructions so I can see them a little bit better here, because my ones on the computer are a bit small. So this one we're going to place in on the short side, so that's the short side, and we're going to put it at the 1 1/4. Okay, 1 1/4. Now with the blade, so we're going to do some cutting. We're going to start the blade, can you see this? Probably not. At 1, so that's 1.5. 1. I'm going to try and, I don't know if I can do this properly for you here. Okay, see, I put a piece of white, I put a piece of white underneath there along where the numbers are so I can see them. So that's a trick for you. Okay, so we're going to lift it up so I don't cut it before I need to. I'll just put that down for now. Okay, I'm holding it up to show you. So I'm going to lift that up, and we're going to run that to 1. Okay, so on the short side down, we're going to cut from 1 3/4. So the 3/4, so that's 1/4, half, 1 3/4. So now I'm going to put that in. Make sure I've locked it. I'm just going to lift that up for a second and make sure we've still got that at 1 1/4, because I turned it sideways. I don't want to do it wrong. Alright, so 1 1/4 on the short side, we're going to cut to 1 to 8 3/4. 1 3/4 to 8. So there's 8. 1, 2 3/4. Now, leave your blade in. Just gently lift it up so you don't move it. And we're going to turn it round to the other side. Place it exactly back at 1 1/4. And I keep looking at my instructions to make, not 1 1/4. Yeah, 1 1/4. Always, as I say, look once, measure twice, once, don't cut. So now, because this is already lined up at the same spot here, we're going to just cut up to the 1 3/4. So 1 3/4 is there, so I'm just going to take it up to there, and we have a little line on each end of this. I'll bring it right up. See here, that's got a little line there, and so I brought it to there, and you can see. All right, so this is one you do have to concentrate, folks, and that you get with it with this. Now we're going to turn it around to the long side. So when you're looking at my instructions, read them over and over. So now we're going to turn the card over and cut down again. We've done that. So now we're going to go to long ways, and we're going to score between the cuts of 1 3/4. So 1 3/4 is there. Now the score line, because of this card is very hard, it's here and here. And we're going to take the blade out and put our, what you could do if it's easier for you is get your bone folder and put it in. See, then I have to find, maybe I could do the same trick. Maybe if we get a piece of paper here, we can find that, there's that line there, see? And I can put it at the top of it. Yeah, so we're going down to, oh my goodness, see, I have to keep looking. Turn the card over. Now on the long side, score between at 1 3/4 and score between. I cannot see this, folks. I cannot see this. There it is there. So see, you can see the line now. So you got to score from there, and it goes to there. That's it. Oh, I got it over a bit. Okay, so that's our first score. Our second score of that is that 8 3/4, so we have to open this up, and we go to 8 3/4, and we score it the same. So I should have it right there. Now look, if you can see the line there, you can line it up from this side, put your finger on that one and go up to that one. And back on this one, and back to that one, okay? And back up to that one. Alright. Can you see those? Okay, so they're scored. Now, we're going to put it back in, and we're going to, where are we? Score, turn around. Oh, sorry, that was a cut. Was it a cut? No. We've got the long one, that's a score. That's a score, that's a score. They're all scores on that one. So we must do all of them. So, here we are. Place on that, and from the 1 to the 3/8, turn and score between the cuts at 1 3/4 and 8 3/4. Then at 3 1/2, we're going to score right through. That's why I was thinking, what the heck? 3 1/2, we're going to score right through, and at 7, we're going to score right through. Alright, now, if I'm correct, we go down there. What do we got? 1, 2. This one goes down. That one goes up. What have I done here? That goes down. That goes up. That goes down. And that goes up. Now, so, goodness, this is great fun, isn't it? So that goes down. That goes along. That goes up. That goes... Oh, I think we've scored wrong there, guys. Oh, maybe I've done it at that side. That. Down. Up. Because we've got a short score here. part, and that goes out, in, that one goes down. Oh my goodness gracious, guys. That goes down. That goes down. Oh my goodness. I'm glad no one's watching. It goes in. That goes out. I don't think I've scored there properly because that seems to be a lot longer. Let me look at that score line. Should be 3.5 from this end. I'm just going to double check it, guys. 3.5. Yes, look at that. Now, was that a score line straight through? Yes. Right, that was my mistake. Okay, so down, up, down. That will fix up in a minute, don't worry. I will adjust that. And that one like that. There we go. I'm just going to check those. I think I was so concentrating what I was doing there, folks, that I couldn't get my head around that for a minute, trying to tell everyone how to do it correctly so I don't do it wrong, and I haven't done it. Alright, let me see. So what I might have to do is I'm just going to do it anyway. So we've got that, and then what I might do is just put something on there to ignore. You can actually rub out. You just do this and it stops that second score line from showing. That's where we're going now. Alright, so now we've got that fold. Number 1. Alright, here we go again. More harassment. Basic grey. Alright, on the long side and the short side at 1 inch. This will be easier to see. We're going to cut down from 1 3/4 there. I'm going to go down to 1 3/4 until 8 3/4, and that's here. Okay. Okay, and we're going to turn that around and repeat. So again, so once you do it a couple of times, it's fine. I'm going to start at the same spot we had. Just going to lift that up because that moved a slight little bit. Got that at 1 inch, and we've got 8 3/4 to back up to 1 3/4. It always takes a bit to lift up, doesn't it? Okay, so now we've got that. Right, back into the scoring machine. Basic grey, and we're going to go long ways and trimmer. Okay, we've done that one, so we're going to put it long ways into the trimmer, line up at 1.5, cut down at 1. I've got $2.25, so I better just check that up on here. I've still got $1. Put long ways into the trimmer and line up at 1.5, cut down So obviously you're cutting from there to there. So, yes, we're going to cut down here. See here? We're going to cut down to there and down to there. So we're going to cut in here at the 1 inch. No, put in the trimmer. Line up short side at 1 inch and do that. Now put in and line up at 1.5. Okay. One and a half, and that comes into here. And we're going to put it down at there. At 1.5, and cut from 1 to 4 1/4. Okay, 1 to 4 1/4. That's that line. And then we're going to turn it round and do the same. So in at 1.5, and from the 4 1/4 up to the 1. Now what that does is takes that out and gives us the, I'm just going to cut that little bit because that's showing. Alright, and so that takes that out. It's a long way to get just a frame, isn't it? We might have, but it's still going to work. That's some spare. I use those to make the backs later. So now we go back into the trimmer. Now line up on the long side, still on the long side, and at 3.5 inches, cut through. No, at 3 1/4. Now line up, still on the long side, at 3 1/4. Alright, and cut. So we want to take that and keep it. And then move to the other piece, the other side. And again, we go in at 3 1/4, and we cut that. Now we have to keep these pieces. Do not throw them away, they're important. Okay, so next we have oh yes, out of the grey we have to cut 2 3/4, and I've showed you that. We've already got those. Okay, so in the Misty Moonlight now, the next one, line up on the short side at 3/4 inch. I'm getting the hang of it now, guys. I'm cooking with gas. It is one you have to keep looking at. So we're going to line that up, and from 1 1/4, so again 1 1/4, put it down, and we're going to go from 1 1/4 to 8 1/2. So 8 1/2. Alright, turn it around and we do the same. In at 3/4, because each of these pieces are a bit smaller than the ones before, and that's already lined up. It's not, so I'm going to take it down to 8 1/2. I can go back like that to half, and then up to, so really look at your instructions. If you can take them off my thing, off the computer, and save them. So up to 1 1/4. There it is. Alright, so now we've got another piece, I think, that's coming out. Alright, so now line up long ways. Oh yeah, I've done that. Oh yeah, line up short side 5 by 10. Line up short side at 3, do that. Line up long ways at 3/4. I wish I could see. Up 3/4. Just going out of curiosity, I'm going to just check this. That's 1.25 inches. That inch, missed the last one. Line up, oh, that was the short side. So now we're on the line up at 3/4 and cut 1.25 to 8.5. Turn. That was a short line up the line ways. That I've done, I think guys, when you get to that instructions, just stop for a minute. Line up long ways and cut 3/4 from, and repeat. Turn the card, okay, that guys, please, if you get to this, when you get to Misty Moonlight, you need to, where it says repeat, you don't repeat what you've just done, okay? You've already done it. Cross that out, okay? Please concentrate. That line under there is the same one. It's repeat. You repeat it and you turn it the other side. Oh, you can look at it like that. Now line up and cut at 3 inches. Alright. Now line up and cut at 3 inches and then 3. No, what have I done? There is something there. Turn the card long ways and you do that and repeat. Turn the card long ways and 1.25. I thought that was wrong, so it's not wrong. At 1.25, and that's what I measured there. My goodness, folks, you must do this over and over. So at 1.25, 1.25, you from the side when you from the board, and then you go from 1.25. You don't go to 8.5. Let's have a look. So number 3, 1.25 to 8.5. I've done that. Now on the side, 1.25. Cut 3/4 to 4.25. I'll add that as a bypass, okay? Cut from 3/4 to 4.25. So 3/4 is there to 4.25 is there, and do that on the other side. Okay, so in at 3/4. And we've got that already set up at 4.25, and we're going up to 3/4. Okay. Wow, just as well I saw that. I will add that to the bottom. Again, that comes out. Some of them might just have a little piece there to clip if you can't see it, like my cardstock's a bit. What did I do there? It was meant to be 1.25. Oh, you know what? I'm going to do that in there anyway. From 3/4 down to 4.25. And keep that piece because my pictures are going to go over that little cut. We're going to forget that. So take this out. It's another piece for later. And again, we're now going to turn it and cut both ends at 3 inches. And we're going to save that to there. 3 inches. And we're going to save those. Right. Now you know what? I reckon I could cut that one out again and I don't have to save that. I'm just going to do it like this. I'm going to take that off, and I'm just going to do it like this because I put a cut through, and I'm always a strong believer in you can fix things. You can put things over top of it, but I need to do it right, so you trust me. And you also know everyone makes mistakes, and I make a lot of them, and that's just life. Alright, I cut that piece off completely, and that's it. So we've just done another one to make up for that cut one. Put that in the bin, and that's over there. Oh my goodness, how's that for cutting? Wow. Alright, now just pop that away. What is going on over here? Oh no, that's alright. I thought it wasn't working. So I've had 3. Oh, hi Roslyn. Hi Heather, sorry I didn't see anyone watching. Now, you just saw what I did then. I actually, on my instructions, I repeated one of them twice. I will repeat that and fix it up and put it on the next place. This is such a gutsy card. I had it all written down here, and I tried to do it up as best I could, but obviously I did something wrong, I'm sorry. Even tonight I've lost my YouTube, so I have to throw that on. Okay, so now we've got the card is folded. You did see the original, girls. I don't know how long you've been on. But that is the original card. Isn't that stunning? So it folds down like that. Fits in a normal card base. So now we're going to put this together. So we need to stamp our flower that's going on here, and on the back I've put a little one on there as well, so I'll do that at the same time. I'm not going to do it on top, so I'm going to do it over here. And I do have to stamp and colour, unfortunately, those ones, because it's there. I have one there and one there that I have actually cut out ready, so we don't have to watch me colour them too long. And I've got my ferns already out here as well. So let's get our stamp. This was a big card to do, guys, a big card. I'll put that over there. And I love this memorial blooms. Oh, my phone just got tinged. My nephew, we're going out for dinner for the kids' birthdays. Let's see if I've got my smaller one. I like my smaller one. I love these ergonomics. Alright. Now, I want one on the back just over here, so I haven't got it full on because I want you to be able to write on it. I just cleaned all that. And on this one is not the stamp. Where's my envelope? There's so many things. Oh, there it is. So I want to put one on the envelope as well. Best to get all our stamping done at once. When you stamp here, remember to put a piece of paper in on the corner, because when you colour in, it's going to go through. So we're going to have a stamp of that down here. And put that away, and we're going to get the big flowers. Get a big mother one, that one. Look at the size of that. Okay. That's looking good. And I am going to put my lid back on there because there is so much to do. I will be taking a bit long on this one. Now, I want to I put it in that way. Did I get the end? Have a look. Yes, about there. So it's coming down. Just give it a rub, and that's it. Alright, so we're going to just quickly colour these. I've got Nette Navy, dark and light. So I'm sorry to do this, but I'm going to have to take that down to the smaller one. It'll cover the whole thing. And just go around these. So now this card was inspired by what was it? What's her name? I had it written over here. I had everything written down really. So Colin Casey 7019 was on Facebook, on YouTube, and she's joined our group, and she asked for these blooms. Now they are, as I said, they're on last chance, and if you want them now, you get them and before they go out, because once they've gone, and it's hard to get them back. So I'm just filling it a little bit extra so it has a bit of structure to it, like the flowers have a little bit of difference. So yeah, so as I said earlier in the thing, if you join up now, it's only till the 31st of I'm doing the stamens, 31st of this month, and you get like 130 extra worth of product. So it's $330 worth of product for $169. So that's really good. So I was saying that if you bought this card set, because it's on last chance, once it's gone, it's gone. That would be that. And you could either get a what's it called, an embossing tool. You know, get something that's heavy, because they pay for the postage. So I'm being smart. Get the heavy things. Get your trimmer, your big things, and then if you get the memorial blooms, then you've at least got one to start on. And but you know, a lot of people sell a lot of the card each time a catalogue goes out. A lot of demonstrators that are really big, not like me, really little, they have a lot of clients, so they get to buy more and more and stuff. So often they buy stuff, use it once, and then they sell it on. So alright, so I've done that on this, getting it ready. I'll just darken it. Now I'm going to use the light, and I'm going to do it in the fast one. So I'm just going to go over as fast as I can and move us along, because I know that's why I did cut some out, but these ones I couldn't because I had to show you stamping them. I mean, I can't cheat you of all the fun of carding. Remember, I've got my piece of paper in behind here. Alright, and some leaves. What did I do here? The big one is at the dark. So there's two in the light. This is the light one, and I'm just going to quick, so I'm sorry if it looks a bit messy, but I don't want you watching me all day. So if Colleen goes on, and I will send her this card, and it can be posted. It might just cost a little bit more than it normally would. I noticed I sent the big one last week to one of the ladies, and it did cost a little more. Did I put that little blue flower down there too? And that one, they were all little ones. I'm not going to colour them in right now with the dark. I'll go back and do that after for you. Right, got all those. Oops, is that the light or the dark? That's the light. Yeah, so I hope you've had fun and this isn't too boring. Look, there's another little bud. It's funny when you look at this, it has all these little buds, and this is the lighter one. Now I'm just going to get the darker one. and do these ones. It's not that much darker, but it will be. My husband's been away for since Sunday, so it's just me and the boys, and oh my goodness, so much to do. Because he works from home, we share everything, so it is much easier with the two of us. And I found another couple of buds in there. Rosalind, you say that you don't like too much colouring in, but this is so nice. Alright, I think I've got it, but I saw, there's another leaf, and another one down there. Oh my goodness. And I just saw 2 little buds here. Aren't they just pretty? And I was laughing to myself. I said to my husband when I leaned down, I see on the camera it looks like my hair's white. It's grey, but it's not. It's my black roots make it look... Okay, so we're going to place that on there. We're moving along a bit more now. And that's going to go into the card. You pick it up and put it in the middle here. Oh, can't you see it building already? Doesn't that look beautiful? Look at the cut. And the little one is going to go on the back. And I am putting a little bit more glue on it because I don't want that to fall over with all the opening and shutting. Oh, grey first, girls. You didn't catch me up there. Heather, my husband's up in playing golf up in Tokemall. So he's been up to Namurka to see his mum before he went, and then he's going to pop in and have a coffee with her in the morning and drive on home. And come and do everything for me. Alright, so we got that on the back. We've got our envelopes done, so I can take that out. And now you can see there's a little border drawing there, but it hasn't gone through on the back because it's got caught on here. It's very little. So that makes a lovely card. Now we're going to start building. So first we've got our grey pieces. And we'll just double check everything's alright. And right there I've got a little touch to do up. So once you've got all that cutting done, it's done. I'm afraid, Rosalind, I wouldn't do this in a class. It's such a long card, it would be worth doing 2 cards to do this. So it's a nice one. Normally I like to do some of the cards I do in lives. I do them in my classes because the ladies really like them. And so make sure you got it the right way. And we want that to stay because there's a lot on it, that one. Alright. And now we want there. Okay. Over there. Right. Now our 2 pieces of grey that we kept are going in here. And I think, yep. I'm going to lay that down. Go from here to there. I might have, that's why I might have had a little cut in there, but you know, we'll fix that, you won't see that. I'm going to take a slither off here. Alright, and that's done it. So when we fold, we're going over to there. Maybe I had a cut back, I'm not sure. I'm just going to double check with that on there. Were they 3 inches? Anyone watch? So So I must have not looked at that and take off a bit. So from there, alright, and I think I need a wee bit more glue. Good, look at this guys, it's running now, running with gas. Alright, so the next ones, and we'll do this before we have a look, and it definitely is off. So how you measure what your difference is that is just over one, nearly 1.5, right? So we've got to take it back to 1.25. Sorry, I'm just saying. Why is it not bigger? I'm just going to do it on here, look. Just out of curiosity, let me have a look for you. These seem to be longer. Wow, this is a very big card, ladies. So I'll just put those on, and I want to make sure that I've got those other bits done. I don't know if anyone else is commenting. Maybe you've gone away. I would. And then on this side, let's put a bit more on there, because it is a really packed up card. Okay, there. So we've got 3 colours going in there now. I'm not quite happy with the thickness, but that is the same as there, so it's correct. So, and I've just done it again. I didn't put, I was meant to emboss on this piece, and so I'm going to have to do it while it's on the card, so bear with me. I'm just making sure they're the right. Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to emboss on this one, and I'm going to emboss on that now. I have to do it on the card. I did that yesterday, actually. So this one is going straight on with nothing on it. Alright, that's on there. So this one we're going to emboss, and the other one we're going to on the top. Unfortunately, I have to do it onto the card while it's there. But that's what life's about. So next week, it's Lee Cleland. If she watches, she gets the card in the mail next week. She can choose what she wants, or I do have a really pretty special one to make up. So I'm going to get my Versamark, and I have put love and thanks down here on this one, and I have put you mean the world to me up on the top. Isn't that lovely? That's for your besties. You've got to give them to your besties, don't you? Okay, that one and this one. Love and thanks down here. And we're going to do that in gold. I'll leave that for a second. I'll get the second one done. Now, as you saw, I mistakenly didn't do this before I put it on. All this trying to work it out, but it will be fine because it's flat, it's all the same size, and it won't hurt. And I just thought for a minute, oh my God, have I just done that upside down? So I'm just doing it on the side because I'm going to have to clean that one. So I put that on there, and I'm just going to use my brush and make sure, I'll just give that a tap and just clean that up because I really want that one to be neat. And this one, I'll give that a tap and just clean that. I don't want any sparks. Alright, I will put that over there where it might be safe with the gold. Oh, look at that, I've just spilt the gold. Oh my goodness, I'm all fingers and thumbs, guys, because I think I took on a very big project to show you how clever I was, and maybe I'm not that clever. You know what? I love it. I love making things, and I'll keep trying, and I'll keep coming on, and I'll try and convince you I'm not too bad. So, on that note, I have a little sip. Because this has been one heck of a card. I'm just going to get my machine out, and I'll put the lid on that so we don't lose it again. I'm just going to do it to the... See that changing? Ooh, ow. Changed my bloody fingers. So that one's done. And just on the top of the card, it's alright because it's so thick that it's not going to hurt, it didn't hurt it. There you go. How to fix your mistakes. And down here, love and thanks. And we've got a little bit, yeah, a little bit there got on. Alright. Okay. Isn't it got a lot of card in that, guys? But it's so pretty. Where's my bone folder? Well, can't find anything, guys. So we'll just give that a bit of a burnish down, because maybe in all my doing I didn't actually do that. Okay, on that side and under there. I'm back on the top here and on here. Okay, so that brings it down a bit flatter. Alright, we have only got to put our leaves and our flowers on. So here's our leaves, here's our flowers, and we're going to hit that gas pedal, guys. Let me get my silicone mat. As you know, with the leaves, I put that out of the road. Where are we? Here. So with the leaves, I've cut that there, and what I've done is I've cut it on a little angle, so that looks like it was always meant to be the top, and that's the top of that one, and we're going to do it again on this one. So down on the halfway, go around the little bit to make it look like it. See how it looks like a more turned leaf that's finished, and that one. And on these flowers, did I put? I didn't. Yes, I did. I thought I wasn't going to put dimensionals because it's a very heavy card anyway. I think it's more a card that you would give to a friend. But I know that last week when I posted that card to Colleen, not to Colleen, this is Colleen's, to last week's winner, because she shared, it cost $3 to post it. So let's take those off. Now, one is going, I'll take my other one up so I can see what I've done with it. What have I done now? I can't even turn it over. So, one is coming up on here, but before I put that in, and I've done it like that way, I'm just going to put these in. So, a little bit of glue. You could use the adhesive stuff, adhesive sheets, and then you cut it out on there, you stick it down and cut it, but I've got them, but I just never use them, so I'm just going to rub that through and grab a bit of glue, and that is going to go over here. Don't forget, you can get it over two things but not on your join. Okay, so I'm just going to hold that down for a sec, let that get in. Right, and now we get the bottom piece of it and do the same. So just slide it all through that good old glue. And we're going to run that one down over here. I can hear the microwave going. I made dinner because one of my boys has got jiu-jitsu. I take them and the other mother brings them home. So I cooked dinner early, so they had, what did they have? They've got parmas. I made them parmas and pajamas with sauce and everything, and some roast spuds and carrots and beans. So I can hear he's obviously had his shower from jiu-jitsu and he's getting in. So I'd like to see his new outfit that he's going to wear, that he just got. And there we go, get a little bit more of that. And we're doing this. So just rub it through and see, you can get it, make sure you got it a bit on everything. And so this one is coming sort of up the same up here, and whoop, don't lift. That's the problem with it being sticky. Maybe I should try that other method, but I'm just always busy. Okay. Alright, and over here. I'll put that. Ooh, I should have put that up a bit higher. No, I'm not going to move it because it'll put glue everywhere. Okay. This will be my one anyway. Oh, just get my sticky fingers out of the road. And we're going to put this one on. And he's got the big leaves out, so that covers all that anyway. And when we cut that, just make sure that's right. So, how is that? How is that? What a absolute marathon. And how long did that take me? 1 hour. You know I like to get through a bit shorter. But what do you think, guys? Do you like that? So that one is going off to Colleen if she comments, but she's going to have to wait till I put it back on Facebook for her, on YouTube. Alright guys, I'm sorry if it seemed like a muddle, but it was a very, very long and gutsy card. I hope you liked it. Please tell me, and tell me what you think. Okay, bye. Oh, maybe, you know what I probably did is I didn't start it on the right ones. Okay, bye.